Have you ever pondered the differences between Old and New Testament laws? Why do they differ, and what significance does this hold? In the Old Testament, the laws were like a shadow, hinting at things to come. They were symbolically represented through the Levitical sacrifices and priesthood. Yet, these were mere precursors to the real atonement revealed in the New Testament through the ultimate sacrifice of Christ. His death stands as the antitype of all Levitical sacrifices, his priesthood in the heavenly sanctuary as the antitype of the Levitical priesthood. The heavenly sanctuary itself is the original blueprint, after which the earthly one was patterned. Similarly, the Ark of God's Testament in the temple in heaven contains the original of this law. As we delve deeper, we discover that the Old Testament serves as a precursor, setting the stage for the spiritual fulfillment of the moral law in the New Testament. So, how are these two sets of laws referred to differently in the New Testament? Let's dive in. The Old Testament laws are often described with terms like the law of a carnal commandment and the handwriting of ordinances. These terms highlight the tangible, physical nature of the Old Testament laws that were literally ceremonial and not the moral law that was carved into stone and required acts of obedience through faith in the coming Messiah, of which the ceremonial laws prefigured. This is why in the New Testament the moral law is referred to with phrases such as the royal law and the law is spiritual. These terms emphasize the spiritual moral nature of the moral law, laws that are written on the heart and require a transformation of the spirit. This contrast in terms highlights the shift from a physical to a spiritual perspective in understanding and obeying God's laws. So it's not just about the actions we take, but the intentions and beliefs that drive those actions. It's a shift from the external to the internal, from the letter of the law to the spirit of the law. What are the elements of the laws that have changed, and what remains unchanged? This question brings us to a crucial point of discussion. The Old Testament law was often described as a shadow of good things to come, a precursor, if you will, to the moral law. This former law underwent alterations out of necessity, adapting to the changing times and evolving societal norms. Contrast this with the New Testament law, the law that our Lord Jesus Christ did not come to annihilate, but to amplify and honor. This law, rather than being susceptible to change, is constant and enduring. It withstands the test of time, remaining relevant and applicable, irrespective of the era. In essence, the moral law isn't a negation of the old, but a fulfillment and magnification of it. It's not about discarding the past, it's about enhancing and honoring it, ensuring its principles continue to guide us in the present and future. So, what does the New Testament law mean for all of humanity? The New Testament laws are not solely for a specific group or sect, they are universal. They are written not just in stone or on parchment, but inscribed on the hearts of every human being. The Apostle Paul, in his letter to the Romans, observed that even the Gentiles who did not have the written law instinctively followed it, demonstrating that these laws are an integral part of our moral fabric. This universality of the moral law underscores the fact that they are not merely religious codes, but fundamental principles of justice, love, and righteousness. They are not confined by cultural or religious boundaries. Instead, they transcend them, touching every corner of the human experience. Every person, irrespective of their background or belief, is amenable to the moral law because they are essentially about being human, about being a part of this shared experience we call life. In the grand scheme, the moral law transcends cultural and religious boundaries, affirming a universal moral code for all of humanity.